We here today at Saffron Hotel, and we've been able to be hosted by Madame Namusi Esther, who is the current manager of this hotel, and at the same time, she doubles as the general secretary for Uganda Chamber of Commerce Entebbe branch. You are most welcome to this show today.
Thank you. I'm so humbled to have you.
We discuss business, and actually we're so much interested in looking at women in business, and more especially when it comes to service industry. How is Saffron Hotel?
Saffron Bistro Beach and Hotel is home away from home. Uh, I would call it the one-stop honeymoon destination and relaxing center. If you visit our rooms, trust me, you want to be here with your mate. You'd want to be here with your other soul. We have amazing dishes, Indian cuisine, continental dishes. We have a beachfront that is so relaxing. I mean, it's a whole full package of different amazing
Okay. Thank you so
experiences.
much for hosting us here today.
I'm humbled and thank you for also accepting to visit us at
Great.
Saffron.
She's Madame Namusinde Esther, who is the current manager of this place where we are now, and she's the one who is um, currently working as again as general secretary for Uganda Chamber of Commerce Entebbe. How do you double? I mean, how do you work on this kind of
Uh,
tricky job?
you have to be a multitasker, and time memorial people that know me know that I juggle here and there. I've worked before with a lead, and yet I had another job. So I'm just used to multitasking, and trust me, I always find means of satisfying that too. With the general secretary, it does not require me to be in office on a daily, but I can always delegate because I have a deputy. But being a manager, I still have an assistant,
Mm.
so it does not also require me to be in office 24/7. But
I actually we really missed you because we had the Women's Week at Entebbe one,
oh, I
and
missed
definitely because you would be one of the persons that would be invited to share something with the women.
I missed a lot because things to do with women are so near and dear to me.
Great. How comes now women are dominating almost every service sector in Uganda?
I think women have understood that it is about time we position ourselves. It's about time we claim because we have been empowered. We've been to school. We know what it takes, and we are done with the sorry moments and states of, trying to pity ourselves of, oh, I'm a woman, I can't do this.
Mm.
Oh, I'm a woman, I cannot do this. We are way past that, and now it's time to see women at the front driving almost everything.
Okay. Madam Namusin, you have a family, right? And you're too young to become a manager of a big hotel like this one. How did you come? How did you become a manager?
Age is just a number, and like you said, I have a family. I have a husband and two handsome boys. So being a manager starts from my home. I manage my home well. I think my husband is one of the happiest people. My kids are satisfied. So by the time I can manage a home, because we all know our family and the home is the foundation of each and everything people do. When the family is shaky, people won't give us better results wherever they work. So I think my family has taught me managerial duties, and I think I'm in a better position. Age is just a number, always, because we've seen people 70, 60, 50 years and they cannot do what I do. I'm just a result oriented person, and I'm passionate about things I do, and I read a lot
Okay.
because I'm a journalist by profession. Someone would ask why
Why would you go and join a media house?
yes, why
You write stories running up and down.
I've worked for media houses before that I would not mention, but I've worked for quite a number of them in print, in radio. Yes, I have. On TV, I have.
Usual, yes.
Yes, and when I finished, when I graduated with my bachelor's from the Fountain of Honor, UCU, I dabbled as very many different things. I was an assistant of a mayor some time back. I I worked for Bayport Uganda. that is like a bank. It's more financial here and there. So I think I've been everywhere and I have the abilities to just panel beat and be a better
Okay,
me.
it's quite amazing. You've done quite amazing work for yourself and the community and the country at large. How do you find it challenging? One, you're a young girl, you're a younger woman, sorry. You're a very younger woman with a very young family. And you're working in a very big hotel, an industry, a service industry where you have people who are superior than you in the field. How do you really relate with these guys when you work?
I'm a person that is open to learning. So I always humble myself to my superiors to learn more. But it's so amazing that my superiors also are willing to learn from me. So it's basically a fusion of knowledge here and there. I'm trying to learn from them. They are trying to learn from me because most of them have quite uh, uh, very many years experience in this field. For example, this one particular person that I always seek from is Anthony Subini, the owner of Rikal Hotel. When I find challenges, he's one call away. I'm always calling him, how do I do this? This is a bit challenging, and how do I do this? And then my boss, the CEO of Saffron, is an open book. He will tell you your mistakes straight up. So it's up to you to you know, either change it or devise means of making it better. And he's always willing to empower me. He's one person that has actually empowered me a lot. He's always, he tells me you can do this even when I think I can't do it. And when I try it, I just find it's swift and I can do it. And I'm like, oh, it's this easy. Someone can always do it.
How long have you worked at Saffron as a manager?
Close to a month now.
Just a month. And how do you find it?
It's amazing. It's amazing. We have teamwork at Saffron, and my team is so supportive because some of them I phoned them here. Though my boss gave me the mandate to recruit new people, so I try to always I always tell my team it's a family. We are a family. What affects my junior affects me because at the end of the day I need service delivery and problems are from all of them. So it's amazing. Um, it's not a good month. Business is a bit low, but I think it's not for only us. I try to make my research, and it's a general problem, but we are pushing on.
I've been here for the first time and I've gotten the very best services by your waiters and
Ah,
waitresses, and I'm so happy that I'm here today. Just give me just an insight. When you're working with male workmates, and you're a manager and your workmates are like maybe older than you, how do you really relate to that situation again? Because tend sometimes male workmates may try to bully you around. Don't you find it somewhere challenging to you in one way or another?
uh, so far so good. I should say I have not found that as a challenge because you find yes, the biggest number of my employees are male. The chefs are male. The guards are male. Yes, of course, Sebubulamu, here and there you find that not all of them will accord you respect. But like I said, respect comes both ways. If I don't respect them, they would not respect me. And as the manager here, for me, my number one core value is respect. We can do all things, we can joke around, we can talk, but they always have to keep the respect, and I always emphasize that. Not only to me as a manager, but even amongst themselves as juniors and stuff like that. So it hasn't really been challenging because I've always put my boundaries. Yes, we can joke, we can talk about certain things, but there is always that line of boundary that at the end of the day I'm much superior in position than you, and keep it to that.
Quite fantastic. We want to wind up this small show with you. We missed quite a lot from you, but hopefully we are going to try to give you more time now.
I'll be
Time to come and then you'll be able to tell us more about If you were to give a word to the women out there, the young girls who are like you, what message would you pass on to them?
To the young girls, dreams are valid. And never give up chasing your dream. I remember growing up, I always wanted to be a model. I tell this story to everyone that always gives me a listening ear because it has made me who I am today. I always wanted to be a model growing up, and they used to call me model. Actually, they used to call me Priscilla Ray because she was one of the hot models of our years when I was a baby. And then when I clocked secondary, I knew I needed to pursue this dream, and I pursued it. I was in magazines, I was in newspapers, I was in Miss Uganda, I was a finalist in Miss Uganda.
Wow.
That opened doors for me. That is very many years back, 2012. And you know, whenever I look at the papers where I featured in the finals of Miss Uganda, it's always an honor because I'm a girl that persisted and chased my dream. Right now, the reason as to why people can entrust me to sit on committees like for the Chamber of Commerce. Recently, they elected me to be on the steering committee of hoteliers in Entebbe, and to see how best we can implement and bridge the gap between our implementers and the service providers. And it was really humbling for me. But the reason as to why I have been able to be singled out and given such positions is because I have believed in myself, I have positioned myself, I have been vocal, and I have shown people that I have the ability to do this. And for all the mothers and wives out there, we together we can. We do not have to hate on each other. Sometimes you find women hating each other. They don't even talk to each other. They speak hell, and you know they beseech each other. But times have changed. We are in times where we have to hold each other's hand for better results. We are in times where we have to fix each other's crown, not to pull each other down and try to water down each other's, efforts. Because together, united, we stand, and together, this world is going to be a better place. Because as mothers, we hold the key to a successful, to a prosperous economy. So I think it's about time as women we unite and work towards prosperity, towards better results, and for the betterment of our economy.
Okay, thank you so much for honoring our invitation and
I'm so humbled.
actually inviting us to come and visit you here at your place of work
I'm
and see
really so
how
humbled.
your services are. Is there anything you can tell the public about
Of
Saffron Hotel?
course, I have a lot to tell the public. We have amazing combos and promotions. Right now, you buy something to eat and it comes with a free soft drink. Our rooms from Monday to Friday are running on discount of 20, and that goes only up to the 25th of March. And like I told you, we have the best. Believe me, if you visited our rooms, it's like a magnet. You would never want to leave. The food, we have the best Indian chef, I think, around Entebbe. You would not want to go without tasting our chicken
How
tinkers.
can someone access you?
Um, 0705 is my number. You can always call. We do deliveries for food. We do airport picks, and we have venues for birthdays, baby showers. You know, you can always come through, bring your party here. Trust me.
And your fare is not too high.
No, our food actually, if you check through our menu, our meals are. You could even think we are giving you food for free, but
Uh,
it's nice food.
okay, thank you so much for honoring this invitation and thank you so much for taking us through your journey to this kind of success. And we at Entebbe One always we always very free with people and we love to do business with people like you. In case there's any business we can do, we would definitely
Lots
have
of
to
it.
recommend people to come over here. And thank you so much indeed for those who are watching us at Entebbe One. And we are at Saffron Hotel where we have been discussing something small with the manager of Saffron, who is Namusimba. She's a very young girl, very hardworking, and she's a foresighted woman. Thank you so much indeed for coming.
Thank